It's been some time now that there are some discussion about roleplay heavy games. But what exactly is roleplay in your role-playing games, and how can you interpret that and bring it to your table? So let's get to it. Hey there and welcome. My name is Carlos Berges and today we are talking about role-playing in your role-playing games. Talking about role-playing games, we cannot forget about Critical Role. A lot of people are invested in Critical Role because of their role-play and their story-driven campaign. But we have to be very careful when we are talking about roleplay and separate what is roleplay and what is acting. Roleplay, by definition, is to take a role and act according to it. So, when you think about roleplay that is using silly voices or talking in character, that is not really roleplay, that is much more acting. I know that a lot of people mix both because usually people that like to do acting also are great in doing roleplay. As an example, all the players and DMs that you can see in Critical Role. It's the best example that you can see of great roleplay and acting. First of all, if you are a DM and you want your players and your group to roleplay more, you have to start rewarding that. Because a lot of players are not comfortable in taking chances and taking a risk. And if you not reward them, they will not take it. So, reward your players. But this video is more for the players that want to implement more roleplay, so let's get further on that business. Many people are not used or not comfortable to making silly voices and speaking in character, so you don't need to do that in order to roleplay. In order to roleplay, you have to act as your character and not as yourself. But don't get a lot of that in that common trope of I'm just doing what my character would do and ruining the fun for everyone. Take care. Do what exactly your character would do, but in a way that you don't spoil the game for everyone else. I mean, all of you have to have fun, and if you are the only one having it, it's not really... Why are you really playing with your group and not by yourself? In order to better roleplay, you have to get invested on your character, in your background, and what have passed already in your campaign. So try and review your background before every session and review what is the campaign diary that you made so far. This way you'll be more prepared and more in character when thinking what your character should do instead of what you, the player, thought would be best. Also, roleplay is usually brought more in light when you take suboptimal choices. Like I mentioned in my video about low stats, when you take suboptimal choices, it reflects and highlights that you are not thinking on your behalf, on your player, but rather in character and what your character would do. In summary, to get in character, just review how your character got there instead of just thinking in the optimal way to react to every decision and every new situation. And on a final note, if you're really not comfortable with doing silly voices or speaking in character, just describe how your character would speak. Like for instance, oh, he's speaking a squeaky voice, or he just shush the other character, or he comes up with a silly prank or something like that. And describe it for your DM if you are imposing yourself or etc. You don't need to hold yourself if you're not really comfortable with voice acting. Just put yourself out there, think in the way of your character. A lot of times acting and roleplay are together, but you don't need to do it like that. You can separate them and really have fun. So go out there, roleplay, and see ya!